get up and get some money. Money was never real in the first place. You're the person that adds value to everything. So the fact that you just let a little bit of cotton, a little bit of metal, sit here and determine what you're worth, most importantly, is what are you working for? Money. In a what? Capitalistic slave-built society. Oh my goodness.
So basically, this is a different type of video. It's not just motivational today. More about people and boundaries. We're starting to enter that little phase that we're going through. Um, as I told y'all, I'm experiencing new stuff every day. Been doing things different every day since I started doing this. It's been new blessings, opportunities for me. Um, and yeah, it's been a lot going on. So every day I've been living, I've been experiencing. I always have something great to say to the camera. I upload my videos late. Sometimes I don't always come home on time, and I have to upload from my phone and make it, and I don't have the time to post them on my social medias, which are excuses. They're excuses, but sometimes it's really not. I say they are. Sometimes my Wi-Fi is really terrible, and I just don't have the time, so I have to upload fast. And usually it's about 11 o'clock or 10, and it's a lot of difficulties in me trying to upload a video. So, but today I want to talk about how changing yourself can change your relationships. We kind of have dived into this a few times in the past week or two. The core idea of this is that sometimes people say you change like it's automatically a bad thing, But maybe first of all, most people or some people only know the version of you they benefited from. That's number one. hey, look, let's start there. Some people only knew you because they benefited from you. Um, you're always available. They're forgiving, the giving, the understanding one. It's something along those lines of why people remember and benefited from you. And when you stop doing these things, certain people don't bother to do anything for you. They miss what you have done for them. You know, um, some people are very different. Some people will use you, and you think that it's okay to keep going back, even though they mistreat you and all these other things. But reality is, some people don't miss you. They miss the version of you that made their life easier. The version that always answered, the version that always forgave them, the version that always put their feelings before your own. That's why they missed you so much. In the moment you stop doing that, guess who's the one that's changed? You. You have. You're the one that's changed because you stopped showing up. You're the one that's changed because you stopped answering the phone. You're the one that's changed because you can't keep forgiving. You're the one that's changed because you can't send the $5. You're the one that's changed because you don't want to sit on the phone and get him advice for hours. Let that breathe in for you. I don't know what it's gonna take for some of y'all to realize that y'all been overgiven. You start to wonder why you're always exhausted all the time, and eventually you realize you was giving pieces to people of yourself that they aren't giving back, and now it's like, where am I? Who am I? When you finally pull that energy back, you understand what's going on. You're not necessarily angry, you're tired. Sometimes distance isn't revenge. It isn't revenge. It's not revenge at all. Sometimes you need to stay quiet and just not explain to every single person that you don't have to show up for them. I don't have to show up for y'all. I just got off of work. I don't have to get on here and show up for y'all. It's not even that many people that watch my videos, but that's the point is some people might do, and they might be expecting, oh, what is Wayne gonna say today? What is he gonna say that might impact me to change my mind for tomorrow? Some people might be like, you don't text anymore. You're acting different. You don't care. You think you're better now. Maybe you are. Maybe you are better. It's funny how people notice when you stop doing something for them, you know? This is where it gets interesting. These are the things they say that make you feel bad. Explain sometimes boundaries can look disrespectful to people who are comfortable with who we were. You don't need to become a better person. Don't make this video is not everybody who's fake. No, it's about the people that's taking advantage of you. I'm not saying everybody who leaves your life is a bad person. Sometimes people belong to different chapters. I can love my mama and still move on and go live my life. I can love my dad, my sisters, my brothers, my auntie, my grandma, my uncle, anybody, Jada, Mark, who, Jasmine, Ava, Chance, MK, Zay, any of them, Paris, Emery, Naya, any of those people I just named. But all those people understand that I'm becoming somebody new. I can keep naming Abigail. It's a lot of people, bro. It's a lot of people. So when you're realizing that you're becoming a better version of yourself, it isn't just adding. It's not just you're adding these things to your life. Sometimes it's removing and subtracting those bad habits, the certain environments you were in, the people pleasing, and the I need the constant validations, the relationships that's been draining you. Out the door, bro. Out the door. They get pushed out the door, man. And that is what this whole progress over perfection is about. We're not trying to be perfect. We're trying to become somebody better for our future, and we want to start now, not tomorrow, not in 2 weeks, today. And a lot of times we get caught up in this loneliness where we lose people and we start over from chapter 1, and it's like, oh, this is the part where it starts to get emotional, because nobody talks about how lonely growth can feel. We don't talk about, you finally start doing what's best for you, then you miss the old people you had to distance yourself from, and it's like, damn, I gotta sit here and pretend as if it doesn't hurt. I gotta sit here and pretend like none of this never happened, just so I can keep moving and going about my day. Stop explaining ourselves to everybody about how we need to move and what we need to do. Everybody doesn't need to know your boundaries. Janae, Brandon, Marcus, Jasmine, I don't care what your name is who's watching this. Everybody doesn't need to understand your boundaries. They need to respect them, though. You don't have to write a 5-paragraph explanation every time you choose someone. Choose yourself. Sometimes the explanation is, this simply is not good for me anymore. And that's enough. That's enough. That's enough right there. So, if you've been feeling guilty because you changed, and maybe you don't even feel guilty. Maybe you're finally listening to yourself and you're like, maybe the person I'm becoming requires me to stop being the person that everybody is comfortable with. Because Dwayne, me, Princewayne, whatever you know me by, I'm not trying to become somebody who doesn't care about people. I'm trying to become somebody who doesn't forget myself while I'm caring about everybody else. I can love people without losing myself. I can forgive people without giving them the same access. I can appreciate what somebody meant to me without forcing them to stay in my future. Because I promise you, everybody who's been in my life, all my friends and family, my best friends, they gonna understand. If you love me, you gonna understand. If you like me and respect my boundaries, you gonna understand why I'm doing this for myself. And if becoming yourself changes who you stay around, let it be. The right people won't require you to destroy yourself just to keep them comfortable, just to keep them around. Today is day 22 out of 153. I am still learning who I am. Still figuring out what belongs in my life and what doesn't. Progress over perfection. Prince went out, y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate it.